Hello everybody from the channel and welcome. This video, as the title suggests, is not going to be about the fundamentals. It's going to be about speculations only. So if you're here for the honest reviews, you can just skip. Related to the honest reviews, I have completed another review, but I'm not yet ready to release it. I'm at the moment this week I'm busy with another 2 assignments, so it has to wait a little, but I will release it the next week. However, the purpose of this video is to express my belief that we indeed cryptocurrencies. Now, in the moments and times like this, you have to ask yourself a question: is crypto failing as a whole? Is the crypto as we know, does it end at the moment? Because if the answer is no, then I believe we indeed are in the screaming buy area. I don't presume to say this is the bottom. You should not try to pick the bottom. There has been, during the summer, there has been lots of talk about my 12K area. And when I see so much talk about my areas, I usually then start expecting front running. So then I usually just in order to be safe, I just buy in or sell in sooner. And I believe this might be the case. We dipped to almost 15K yesterday. It is reasonably close to my 13K area. So even though the area was not yet hit, and mind you, I have this area since August 2021, so 1 year and couple of months of waiting, and finally, yeah, well, it's really good. Even though it has not yet been hit, very important goal that has been hit was that we dipped from the logarithmic regression point of view. The fair value stands of the total coin market, of the total cryptocurrencies market cap. The fair value is 1.907 trillion, and we dipped yesterday to about 740 billion, so which is about 39%. So we are like 61% undervalued, or we were yesterday for a brief time period. And that is a significant milestone. And this milestone, even if you really go to my area of 12K, even then, this is a good buys. These are good buys. At the moment, we are almost 17K already. So I am waiting for a retest of 15K now. I am waiting for at least below 16K again. And then I have, of course, shortlisted many very promising altcoins. So I am planning to go all in, hopefully today. So now, two possible maybe scenarios for the future, like so all under condition that the crypto is indeed not failing. So if that is true and the crypto has not ended, at least the crypto as we know it, if it still hasn't ended, if this is not the end, then I think there are two possible scenarios. Number one is that we sharply recover from this 15K, surprisingly and shockingly. Also, everybody is afraid today. Everybody is predicting lower prices today. I've been over my news aggregator app, and gosh, like there was like so much of 8K calls, 10K calls, 11K calls, 12K calls. So this is also very good. This also, people are getting liquidated. Everybody who was irresponsible enough to use leverage, long leverage at least, has been liquidated, or almost everybody. So that is also like very good. Like this happens near the bottoms. And so scenario number one is that we recover sharply from 15k and we go, well, if that is the case, if we close this weekly candle in the 18k cluster again, that would actually be on weekly double bottom, and that would be like really bullish. Like it would be highly volatile winter or even the end of spring, autumn. It would be very volatile months in that case. Second scenario is not very volatile and is definitely not what none of us perhaps would wish, because if there is no volatility, then there is no money to be made by trading. So second scenario is that we indeed do go to my area, to my 12k to 13k area that I have drawn some time ago, and maybe we go even lower, maybe we retest 10k. That is the second scenario, and we close around my area, around 12k weekly. Like if it closes there weekly, then I'm sorry, but I think that we are in for a very boring like whole 2023 maybe. If that happens, then guys, you will not see 22,000 Bitcoin for a long time, I think. Maybe 1 year is not that long actually, but in the eyes of the impatient kids from crypto, which very majority of the crypto investors are, in those eyes it is a long time. So that would be the second scenario, and I have decided to go all in around 16k, 15k. I have decided to do that because in both scenarios these buys are good. These buys are just good. In the first scenario is the excellent buy, in the second scenario it's still good buys. It's still the money that you put into crypto, if they're not failing indeed, the money that you put into crypto right now, they're not gonna be lost, in my opinion. So that would be my crypto screaming buy video. So stay strong and watch out for this weekly candle.